And in the end, they only took a photograph, and that was it.
You have to hold it down.
Yeah, and then I just waited for a call back if they were
Hold
going to
the
call me
button
back.
down a
And
little bit.
within about 2 months after several other auditions and a screen test at Gleeson Studios, they called me and said I got the part.
So it's really about 2 to 3 months that this process started.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't an instant kind of thing. They were specific and they made sure that you had the ability, obviously.
That's a pretty long time.
Yeah, for me, I mean, it was so long ago, I don't think I can really say exactly how long it took. But it was a proper process. I mean, I knew at the time that it was a big deal, even though I must have been about 10 or 11, I think I was 11. But I knew because the books had already been so successful, and I was a big fan of the books, I loved them, and I think the second one was probably the first book I'd ever read, sat up and read through the night. So I was really excited about it. For me, it was something that I knew, could be a fantastic opportunity. So there were a lot of stages to it. I mean, obviously, something as big as that. And for me, I was in a play, and then someone saw me because we went on tour with this play, and they got in touch and asked me if I wanted to audition. I was going to say no. So I went for it, and I went back, and then I met Chris Columbus and David Heyman, and had a meeting with them, and I was originally going up for the part of Lee Jordan, but they said to me I was too young to play that, which obviously was right. I mean, at the time I was 11, and Lee Jordan was about 4 years older than Harry Potter and the rest of them. So yeah, they called me back for Dean Thomas, and that was that. But it was very exciting because I knew, I was a fan myself of the books, and I knew what a great opportunity it was. That was characterizing.
Thank you. Jessie?
Well, I just got a call from my agent, but basically the week before I'd been up for a shaving cream advert. And so when he called again, I was like, look, I'm not doing any more shaving cream. And it was like, you got an audition for Harry Potter, so I was like, oh my god, but it was about 5 months, and actually in the middle of finding out I had another callback, they said they were doing open auditions, which is kind of like over 7,000 girls went to. And so I thought, right, no chance. But I ended up having a screen test at getting it. But I was just so grateful not to have to do shaving cream anymore. Yeah, that's it.
For me, it was a funny story because I'm dyslexic and I'd never read a Harry Potter book beforehand. So I just got a call from my agent and I'd fly over to the UK for a screen test. And they said something about Harry Potter, and I thought the director was called Harry Potter. I didn't have a clue what was going on. So I flew over and I met Matthew Lewis, who plays Neville.
Oh my god.
And we were just told we were going for either Seamus or Neville. So we went in, we done our screen test with Chris Columbus and David Heyman. And I think it was 2 days later we had the read-through of the script. And they just told me, just come along, we'll see what happens. Then David Heyman came over to me and my mum and said, Devon, you got the part for Seamus Finnigan. And I was just absolutely delighted. It was just amazing.
Can I ask Dev something? Sorry, not to...
Please.
I'm just thinking, so they said to you were going up for Seamus or Neville?
Seamus or Neville.
That is just, I mean, to me that's a hilarious notion that you
I've thought of that many, many times.
I mean, they must have known, surely. Did you do it the other way around as well? Did you read?
Yeah, I had to read Neville's, I had to read Seamus, and Matthew had to do the exact same, so...
Did you do an Irish accent?
No.
I'd like to hear you do that.
Great answer, Devon. Thank you. Donald?
I auditioned because I look like a Weasley. There's no getting around that. I auditioned originally because I really loved Harry Potter for Cedric Diggory, and I wasn't good looking enough. And then for Stan Shrimpike, and I wasn't bad looking enough. I probably so I did for those, I didn't get them. And then I always said that Bill is ever in the movies, so I'd love to audition for the report charter. And then eventually they said he was going to be in the movies, and I auditioned. I only auditioned once. I met David Yates, and he was lovely. And and I got the part. I was very happy. Yeah, it was just one audition, but it was very nerve-wracking, very nervous.
I can imagine. A lot of shoes to fill, because they were already talking about your character well before. In one of the movies, it had already been mentioned, or a couple different movies, the character of Ron had already talked about you being his big brother. Had you already known that you were going to play that part prior to the first or second one?
No. I mean, and also I figured he wouldn't, because he had a bigger part in the 6th book. He kind of, you know, loads of stuff happened in the 6th book with him, and then when he got attacked by the werewolf and everything, like, great by Lavender, great back. And then when that didn't happen, I thought, well, he's not going to be in the last movie, you know. So I was disappointed, and then they found that he was there, and I was thrilled just to audition, and then even more thrilled to get the part. My dad's in the movie too. My dad plays Mad Eye Moody, so I could.
That must have been fun.
Yeah, so I'd been on set like years before to see the Harry Potter set, because I was so excited, and I went and I got asked if I wanted to be like a stand-in, like a double for the Weasley twins. When they weren't filming, that I wanted to like put on their clothes and stand there and get paid for it. And I said no, because I had to go back to college, but yeah, no, so I've been on set before and seen it. Yeah, it was amazing.
That's incredible, thank you. Where is